my idea of just heaven, really. So Twitter became really important. So now, for instance, I take a picture of a wren. I took a wren this afternoon. I thought it's a belting picture. Stick it on Twitter, and people I'm in touch with in Scotland who I've never met, people I'm in touch with in other parts, some really top flight wildlife photographers, other people who are biologists, and some people are just acquaintances. They say nice things about it, and it gives you a massive lift.
It does nice buzz, really nice buzz, yeah. And it's that human interaction again, isn't it, that we're just all devoid of at the moment.
Yeah. So have you set yourself a target of a different one every day? Then is this?
No, it's with my bird of the day. No, what I do is if I'm in the hide and I take pictures, if there's one that I really like, that's bird of the day. But the thing is, what I realised, I didn't tell people this, it's always taken on the day that I posted. So
right.
It's one that I took today, and I did it one day because I was a bit tickled because I saw, I think, a sparrowhawk or something. And I thought, so I put it up. And I was, so I was thinking about these things, stuck it up. And Sally, a friend of mine at BVA, said, look, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to say what they are. So I said, okay. So then I started. And then I thought, actually, you don't have to wait for the spectacular, sparrowhawk mobbed by jackdaws. You don't actually really look really closely at a blue tip very often. I can be sat 5 feet away with a 300mm lens. It's like that big. And I'm amazed what they look like, So I think, well, I'm going to stick this up there and I'm going to say this is bird of the day. And I'd say what it is, because there are people who wouldn't realise that a great tit looks like that. Whatever. You see, my bird of the day was a great tit today. But it could go a week and I don't do it. And if it's, I'm not going to put rubbish on there because I'm too proud. I'll stick them up there because I love it. And I think, well, it's just, there's a lot of, you turn your computer on, you open up Twitter or you open up Instagram, and there's some stuff that you don't really want to see. And you think, well, if you stumble on my stuff, then you might like it, or that sort of stuff. It waters down my rants that people don't like.
As a fellow photographer, Robin, I have to say that you're getting some really impressive shots. And if anybody wants to see some of these lovely shots of British wildlife and small birds, then check Robin Hargreaves out, because it's worthwhile doing.
The only problem with taking pictures of birds is they move quickly. I took that picture of a sloth for precisely the reason I could get everything set up. The colobus was in a reverie, and the snow leopard was pretty much asleep, and the clam didn't bloody move. So they're my media. They're great. They don't move. Birds I find tricky because you see it and you just about take a picture and something.
Yeah, I'm listing my birds. I've got brown blur. I've got blurry brown thing. I've got bluey brown blur, and I've got reddy brown thing that shot past. And I don't know what that is because it just brings it again. This wind, and you can never see the damn things. So when you freeze one on a photograph and get detail, you see stuff.
Yeah, I know it is.
Nice. I've been looking at little birds all my life, and I see detail now I never realised was there. No idea. I didn't know that dunnocks have got really bad feet. They've all the dunnocks have got like bumblefoot, like lesions on the joints. I thought I could if I took the time now, I could identify every dunnock in my garden, because they're all different, but they've all got septic arthritic joints on their feet. And I look it up, and apparently they're very prone to bumblefoot. God, and you'd never know that in a million years, would you?
I didn't know that.
Anybody in particular, can't do anything about it. But I know it now. I didn't used to know.
Oh, wow. Oh.